We're playing Hatoful Boyfriend. Yes, we are. Um, well, okay, the first playthrough didn't go very well, to be honest. And it's not. It is the game's fault. I'm going to say that right now. It is the game's fault because it takes forever to get to anything interesting. And you can actually fail the game before you do. Now, I've played through this twice more, liberally using the fast forward button, which is this, there's a fast forward button. Liberally using the fast forward button, and there is actually slightly more interesting stories than we've encountered so far. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna play through one of the endings. So I got two different endings. So if you're wondering, the bird in the library is actually a ghost. So if you play through that story properly, what happens is that you keep going back to the library to talk to him, to tell him what's going on in the school. And then after a year, the ghost kind of becomes satisfied because like the ghost killed himself in the library and is haunting the library and feels unsatisfied with his existence. And so then you tell him what's going on in the school and you make him feel like he's part of it, and then after a while he kind of moves on, and then that's the end of the story. So he's a ghost. The other one is, what's his name? You something is apparently a secret agent. Like there's apparently a plot. Yuya is a secret agent. So there's a plot in the school to commit genocide against the birds, and the doctor is in on this genocide plot, and Yuya is apparently a secret agent whose job is to try to uncover the plot to commit genocide against the birds. And so the Hawk Party is actually trying to is doing some nefarious things, and that the doctor in the infirmary is part of that. And so but then I was fast forwarding through all this, so I don't actually know the story in detail. So then in that plot you talk about kind of genocide and secret plots and everything else, and then in the end you run away with a bird and become a spy yourself. So that's that story. So there's kind of like more interesting stories underneath all of this stuff, except that one, you saw all this stuff we just skipped through now. That's just preliminary junk and crap, and nothing interesting goes on for like the first hour or so. And then if you don't focus on one bird to talk to all the time and ignore all the other ones, then you fail the game because you don't form a strong enough bond with any of the birds. So to actually get any of the interesting stuff, you have to spend like hours making sure you click all the right buttons before you actually get into anything interesting. And that is the failure of this game. Like the game, when you first start, nothing actually grips you. Like there are other kind of visual novels like these ones, or like kind of even dating sims where, you know, like from day one, from the first moment of the game, something interesting happens. You meet some interesting characters, and they actually have personality. Whereas the birds, they have quote unquote personality, but they're so kind of cliched and stereotypical, and just like I just write them off as these kind of caricatures of bad visual novels. So it's like the game doesn't like the storytelling doesn't really draw you in. And like you kind of have to dig through a lot of mud to find the good stuff, which is kind of bad game design. Anyway, so this one I'm gonna join the student council, and we'll see if we can learn more about the bird who is supposed to be the aristocrat. So we're going to the student council. Kazuaki, that's everyone, isn't it? Yes, have fun. Thank you. So we just skip through all the preliminary junk. Elective data. See, again, like this stuff. Let's just go to math. This stuff doesn't really matter neither. This doesn't actually matter. I was pretty sure I wanted to join it, but what does the council do again? Alright, so this is new. We're going to join the student council. We skipped the vote, and I think it's only Sakuya and me. Alright, we're going to find out what Sakuya's story is. Anyway, he called a meeting, so to the council room I go. Yes, go, please. This looks like a CEO's office. There's no view though. Naturally. Do you think I would stand for anything else? Hi Sakuya, so you had this done? This room used to be filthy. Better suited to rabbits than to us. What a prig. Have you decided which position you will take? I get to choose? Who is there to choose for you, dumb Japanese? Alright, bro, you're a bird. Aren't you Japanese too, Sakuya? Do not mock me, I'm French. A French nobleman. That sounds delicious. I guess I have to pick a post now. I think I'll be the vice president, treasurer, or clerk. I don't know if this has any bearing on the story, so I think we can make him like us more. What if I become the treasurer? You came here to take a job like that? Unacceptable. Where's your ambition? Are you testing yourself? You've got more backbone than that. Okay, we're going to be vice president. Very well. And so I was inflicted with vice presidency. Great. There isn't anybody else in the council, is there? Alright. Sitting at home so relaxing. Tomorrow is the class hike. Should I prepare anything? We won't be going far so I don't have to. Health thirst, we don't sleep. Alright, so this stuff we've seen before. So now we're gonna have to choose to talk to the bird we want to be friends with. Let's go talk to Sakuya. Unacceptable. In a temper as usual. Why? Why do I have to come to a place like this and on foot? I'm enjoying that voice way too much. It's a hike, Sakuya, you have to walk. For what purpose? And as exercise? Foolishness. Exercise is for peasants. No, for fun. You're supposed to enjoy the change of scenery. Look over here! Why don't we have a nice view? Dot 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 dot. Sakuya looks like he still has something to say, but he reluctantly comes over to me. I think maybe he's acting angrier than he really is. Sheesh, what a kid. Alright, so there's him. And we go into class. Let's go to math class. I don't think the stats matter. Anyway, I'm just gonna skip all this, this is not important. I imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you would do. Sports festival season already. If it were in the fall, it would conflict with the cultural festival. So we've read this before. What are you going to do, Ryuta? I haven't decided. Three-legged race. Oko-san will do the marathon. Sakuya... Sakuya's gonna be in the cheerleading, right? How about being a cheerleader? The general, in other words. Alright, so Sakuya's gonna be a cheerleader. Which means we have to go be a cheerleader. So you know, the first time I played through this, I was thinking, well, maybe I should get to know all the birds. No, you can't do that. You fail the game if you do that. So it's just one of these things where if you don't know, you don't know. So like we spent like an hour wasting time. And it is not even like important. Alright, so this is a sports festival. We're going to the cheerleaders. There's something of a crowd around our cheerleaders. I see Sakuya and a brass band that's overdoing it. I think I saw something similar during the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. You here? You're not cutting any corners, I see. Naturally not. Only the best from a label. Sir, preparations are complete, sir. Your order, sir. Very well, begin. And so the band begins to play. Amazing. Where did he get these people? They all look like professionals. Shouldn't cheerleaders be students? You, join in. Okay. I seem to be in charge of the symbols, good. One wrong slip and I'll be the laughing stock of the playground, yikes. Good. Sakuya's conducting is awfully flashy. Is this the label style? See, like, you go through all this stuff and the interesting stuff is not happening yet. Like, you go through the whole of first semester doing this stupid stuff that's not even interesting. Alright, but then we're just gonna jump through all that. See, all of that doesn't matter. Nothing to look forward to but summer heat. Doves smell kind of funny when it gets humid like this. There's a bunch of birds in front of the staff room. What are they doing? Oh, there's Yua. Yua, what's going on? Salutations, Hyoko. Brian won his 7th Pulitzer. What? He gestures at a news clipping on the staff room pinboard. It says, Brian, the first intelligent pigeon, crowned again. Brian. Don't tell me you don't know who he is. I think I've heard the name, but he's the world's most famous blogger. He began when birds were barely intelligent. Wait, how quickly did they become intelligent? He's a very skilled and insightful writer. He was the one who suggested that the Dove Olympics be called the Pidgey Olympics. That's insightful. He's extremely influential. The name was adopted right away. Why don't you look him up right now, mon ami? Try googling Brian Pigeon. Okay. Okay. Lunch is nearly over. Adieu, Hyoko. I guess that's got something to do with our story, maybe? I don't know. Alright, back to class. Hello, every bird, huh? There's a pile of overturned desks in the middle of the floor. See, this is new. Ryota is overturned next to them. Rock doves' underwings and bellies are light, so they look pretty different upside down. I mean, wait, what's going on? Oko-san and Sakura I look up to see the two of them at each other's throats in the corner. I think we might have a diplomatic incident on our hands. What happened, Ryota? Sakura was making fun of Oko-san. And now they're killing each other. He called him a stupid mongrel who only thinks about imaginary pudding, and said he was ashamed to be in the same class. That's terrible, bro. Amazing. I mean, Oko-san is a nutcase, and I don't know what he's saying half the time, but he really does like pudding. Either way, Oko-san kind of went for the jugular, and you tried to put them apart, and Oko-san used a wing attack on you. Yes, you're our only hope now, Hyoko. This is so ridiculous. Oko-san would not allow pudding or himself to be ridiculed. You will apologize. You tell me to take back my word. I shall not. A mongrel like you hasn't even the right to speak to me. Yeah, Oko-san is not a mongrel. What is he a mongrel of? The thing about Oko-san is he's actually a bird. Like everybody else talks like human beings. But Oko-san actually talks like a bird as well, which is kind of funny. The battle still rages, and it looks like Ryota's sacrifice was in vain. I should side with Sakura, side with Oko-san, score them both. Side with Sakura and kill Oko-san. Oko-san, settle down, this is a classroom. This is a matter between doves, stay out of it, Hyoko. You are a credit to your simian ancestry, Tosaka. I respect your judgment. Oh, great. Cool. I catch Oko-san and throw him out the window. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you can make a mess. Come back in when you're prepared to be civilized. Now we're taking sides. I feel like I'm shining apparently. What should I do during break? Go to the store. Yuya is there. Infirmary, the doctor is cafeteria. I think I'll eat at the cafeteria today. I don't remember what happens here. Excuse me, 1 half-dead fried rice, please. Half-dead fried rice? What? Yum, my favorite. No, this is wrong. A fake. A vicious lie. A familiar voice indeed. This is not pudding. I know you said, so come on, let's eat outside. We can't horse around in here. What is going on? Not that I can't tell by looking. Sans saw the pudding here and went nuts. I stopped him from going on a rampage, but cut it out, Oka-san. Release me at once, my rage voltage is rising. Help me, Hyoko. Like, this is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, this story. Like, you have to wade through so much of this stuff to get to anything good. Leave it to me, let it go, leave it to me. My hunger, the blood boils. No, the Beast Queen shows her true colors. Pull out, pull out. Oko-san rushes from the cafeteria like a rabbit from a catapult. What does that even mean? Safe at last, thanks Hyoko. No problem, all I did was shout at him anyway. Apparently that was enough, now we can eat lunch without fear of a disaster. Oh man, there's so much random stuff. Alright, there's Tanabata. There's probably a bamboo tree in the plaza this year too, I think. I'll go make a wish. There's a lot here already, anybody I know. May mother stay healthy this year and may my stomach get better, Ryuta. So this stuff changes depending on Impossible's Nispos Francois? Impossible is not a part of French, is that what it means? Alright, that's